was in the comments section of my latest video where my video on censorship got censored. But Jesus, good, always fertile ground for thought in the comments section. One of the comments prodded me into thinking, yeah, it was taken down pretty quick. And I wrote in the comments how looks like someone from ASIO, AFP, or the state police, they have what's called the fixated persons unit. Oh, I love it. Friendly Geordie's producer got arrested by him. He actually got charged. You know, they drummed up some allegations that he was threatening somebody, and he's just doing investigations. But that's what they're about. Fixated, stopping people from finding things out. Gee, the conversation would be interesting, wouldn't it? They come looking for you. Yeah, sorry, where you from? Oh, we're from the fixated persons unit. Oh, okay. Well, you guys are fixated. They'll try and turn it. No, you're fixated, and we're focused on you. Well, yeah, you're focused on me. That's fixated. That's what I thought it meant. Like you were the fixated persons. You're fixated, and you do your investigations as fixated. Because fixated, that's not actually a crime. It's actually a very good quality to have in the workplace. You know, boss walks past one of his employees. How you going now? I'm very fixated on what I'm doing. Oh, excellent. Good work. You might get a raise if you keep doing that. That's what I'd be saying to the cops. So that's why I thought you were like elevated. You were just able to focus better than the rest of the cops. So you're called, you get paid more as being able to fixate on your job. God, I hope they come looking for me now. Anyway, I've got a message for any of you, ASIO, AFP. I wouldn't think they go to the trouble with such a small channel like mine, but it just comes down so quick. So I'm suspicious. So if you're out there, you're coming to my channel, checking me out, fixated on me. No, but you're the fixated one, not me. You're coming to my channel. Anyway, I just want to explain something to you. See, the side that you're working on, it's really, you could describe the different, the composition of it as a criminal gang plotting a bank robbery. So at the top, obviously, is the people that authorise the funding for government and for your departments in your ABNs. You don't get paid if they don't authorise the funding, which is, you know, foreign hedge funds and that. They plan and decide how, you know, they target us. They're fixated on us to steal our money. They never stop thinking about us. That's all they think about. People think the government, oh, they're never thinking of me. No, they're always thinking of you on behalf of the people that want to steal everything from you. And then you got your puppet politicians, and then you got your premium puppets high up in the executive of the public service, the senior executive branch. You know, your Brendan Murphys, your Philip Lowe's over at the RBA, and your Skerritt, whatever his name was, the TGA guy. During the COVID, the initial start parts of it, they were out in front on the cameras speaking authoritatively. This is what's happening. This is how dangerous it is. And you had Skerritt going, oh, we test them. You know, they're perfectly safe. Now they're before Reddick. They're going, oh, do you even know if the spike protein is what gets killed or the whole cell? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Philip Lowe's there. Yeah, I did say the interest rates were going to stay low, but you took me out of, there were some nuances in there that you didn't get. I know I just said interest rates will not go up till 2024, but I was actually saying they were going to go up, but very nuanced. These scumbags. Now, in terms of the criminal gang, just back to you ASIO officers and that, you're like the safe crackers that sort of go in and get access to the money for them. And that's in the short term. And, you know, you get rewarded a few times, but on a really big heist, when the final sort of heist, which is going to be when the central bank digital currency comes in, you guys are going to be like turfed out. You're not going to have jobs. And it's going to be the equivalent of accidentally locking the safe cracker in the safe. Oh, what happened? Oh, the door closed. Well, we can't crack it, and he's on the inside. We'll have to leave him there. He's probably going to die. Well, that's you guys. That's how low down yous are. You're the first ones. AI is going to replace your jobs. All you people going to channels and that. With bots, they're just going to assign AI to certain channels or to certain areas of the internet, and they can do it 1,000 times quicker, and they won't need you guys. And as far as enforcement goes, you won't even need that. truckers protesting Canada proved that. There, you guys going out there, as you did here in Australia, or well, the cops, not so much the ASIO-AFP guys, but going out there, smashing people's heads into the ground. But what was effective was they just turned off their bank accounts. They won't need you. So someone does the wrong thing, oh, I'm not going to wear a mask, I'm not getting jabbed, or I'm, okay, well, you got no money. I mean, what are they going to do? They don't need you to go out there and make them wear a mask. So, yeah, you guys are going to be locked in the safe, so you'll be gone. The next ones that are going to be are all going to be the managers and all that. They'll get rid of all of them. They're the equivalent of the getaway driver in the bank heist. When they sack them, it'll be the equivalent of cutting the brake lines, and when they go to drive off, they crash. Well, they might just put a bomb in the car and blow it up, like they did with Michael Hastings. Now, remember, this was 2013. He was a Rolling Stone reporter, and he used to get on his panels and just call out the warmongers, and he'd go into the war zone, find all this information, come back and start reporting what was actually going on. They couldn't have that. The official report was that he was driving too fast and he wrapped his car around a tree. But as you can see, this is from RT America. The front of the car's blown off, and the engine was about 50 metres down the street. Boy, they were making sure he was going to die. Andrew Breitbart also died, but he died from a heart attack. Just a young guy. Yeah, he'd often just fall down dead. Do you remember that nanoparticles back then? And this was his... no, this was a reporter from RT. The other one was from a different one. So they're reporting that the coroner that did the autopsy on him, he died of arsenic poisoning. Well, they was like to clean things up. It was tough being a reporter back in 2012, 2013. It's tough now. These were a couple of high-profile examples of this is what's going to happen to you. They kind of report some unbelievable scenario when they really want you to know, well, that doesn't seem right. Did they kill him? Well, yeah, we killed him. We'll kill you if you do what they do. Remember, Breitbart was walking after Podesta, and he's going, yeah, we know what you're up to, Podesta. And you got the people that with the brains. Now, just because the banksters and hedge fund managers and that, they come up with the idea for what they want to steal, they still need other people who know the ins and outs, and they're sort of real high up public servants. And they're probably the safest for a while, but eventually, metaphorically speaking, they'll be given the bullet too. They'll get the sack, because again, they don't want to share that it begrudges them to pay the sellouts. And by the way, they don't have respect for you. They think you're scumbags. They sort of sit there with you guys and they all collude and you're all laughing at all of us. I should say how much. Anyone been to Canberra lately? That place is flush with money. The cars in the car parks, the clothes that people are wearing, they got some monorail thing, rail thing that virtually goes nowhere. There's like uncluttered roads all over the place, dual carriageways everywhere, and in amongst all that, they've got this trade system that nobody uses, just because they want to, waste as much money as they possibly can. See, Albo, he's spending $200 million on women's toilet blocks or something at sporting things, something to do with the Matildas. Well, yeah, we know they come up with some, emotionally charged reason to waste money. Oh, you're not going to go against that, are you? Then they'll have all of these contractors. But back to the Kevin Rudd days. Remember the $1 million sheds they were putting up in schools, supposedly as auditoriums or something, and their budget was up to $1 million, and they all come in at $999,000. Same sort of thing with this $200 million. Now, this was for the schools. This one's for women. It just goes to the contractors. They don't use it. It's like NASA. The same kind of profit margin. We need enough money to go to the moon, but we don't actually go. What happened to all the money? Well, we just keep it. Same sort of thing. Jesus, scam artists. So if there's any of you spooks coming to my channel, this is you. Very soon. You'll be locked in the safe, kicked out. All that money that's flowing into Canberra. Once the debt reaches a point that it can't be paid anymore, and we have to surrender all of the assets of the nation, we're all indentured servants working for nothing, and you will own nothing. And like Klaus Schwab said, you'll be happy. Well, no one will be happy. When he says that, He can only guarantee one thing: you won't own anything. Being happy subjective. He just throws that in at the end. Well, he'll be happy. Most people won't be. But anyway, that can all stop if you guys at one point think, hang on a minute, like they did in Niger. And the French have been ripping the country, ripping the uranium out of the country and making them use half of their cash reserves and all that have to sit in the French bank for some reason. What an equal partnership that is. Anyway, the people got behind the people with the guns. The people with the guns said, all right then, we'll kick these guys out. It's all getting a bit tense over there at the moment, but the French, though, they got no business being in Nigeria. The same, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, probably shouldn't mention names, but I will. They got no business owning all of our companies. We don't need them to empty our bins for us, to be to be the retailer, Woolies, and owning Woolies and Coles and taking the cut, and every quarter just ripping billions in dividends out of the country. We don't need them. That's the equivalent of what ripping uranium out of the ground over in Nigeria. Same as what they're doing to us here. Yeah. Anyway, I've got a video on a voice coming up. I was going to tack it on into this, but it was getting a bit long, so I'll finish this one off. But yeah, that's a message to you, ASIO, AFP boys. You're on borrowed time. They'll come after you soon. All right, that's it for this one.